Okay, we're officially starting our group chat now. And to start off, we're going to do some negotiation strategies. So let's see. Oh, first off, I want to make a special announcement. Here he is. Josh, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
What's going on?
Great.
How are you feeling, by the way?
Catching up on some jet lag.
Yeah,
Some
I am.
sleep.
Me too. Man, it's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like half asleep. Uh, so Josh is one of my top students, and he's been doing really well now in the course. What are you selling right now, Josh, about?
Well, last month I did 10 grand.
Okay.
Took a little hit going to Lithuania, but as soon as I got back, like today, picked up 2 phones. About to go pick up another MacBook and an iPhone. Yesterday I picked up what was it, an H9, A9. So just grinding. It's easy.
Cool. So Josh, he was in the interviews with the Superstars course, and he's working. He's doing this part-time at the moment. And Josh is going to be a new assistant of mine. I'm doing an experimental program to help out everybody in the course because we have so many members now. Josh has offered to help me out and answer any questions that you guys have in the Facebook group. So to help get questions answered faster, Josh has volunteered because he can answer most of the questions as well as I can to help you guys. So if you have questions, Josh will be answering a lot of the questions for you from now on, okay? I'm also going to pitch in, but I'm going to help with the more advanced stuff so I don't have to spend time answering things like appraisal questions and things like that. What do you guys think about that idea? Is that good so that we can get questions answered faster for you? So if you notice, I've been a little slow on the trigger answering questions. It's been a little tough with my schedule lately, and we have so many people at the course. So I decided to bring on some help and have Josh help me with that. So also, I may start having some other people run the group chat because I think that may be good to have you guys see this business from a different set of, from a different person. Someone that's actually been doing it and that's on the same level as you guys. So also in the future, may have Josh do part of the group chat or maybe some of the other top students. So that way you can see it from someone who's actually just been in the course like you and, doesn't have a retail store and is out there every day buying these phones just like you are. Okay. So do you guys think that's a good idea? I'm kind of testing this out to see how it works. I want to see if you guys enjoy this or not, but I think it will be a great benefit for everybody. So, Josh, you have anything to say?
Oh, I was just saying if just message me personally too if they can't get a hold of me. I'm answering too many questions. Just message me personally. I'm gonna help everybody out. So
you're gonna get a lot of messages, Josh. I don't know if I would have done the personal messages, but you don't overpromise because you're gonna get a lot of messages, and it's tough to answer questions one-on-one. It's probably a little bit better if they just post in the group.
Okay, so we'll do the group, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. And if I do need help, but I'll just reach out to you. But I think I can handle it. Okay.
Cool. So Josh, actually, speaking of negotiating, when Josh first started off, Josh was absolutely terrible at negotiating. He was so bad, we asked to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, and he scored a 3. Okay. Now Josh is doing 10 grand a month on eBay and negotiating with the top people. So, Vic says different styles is fine. Amy was great. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Amy last week while I was in Lithuania. So I thought that might be good to hear from a different person. And Amy actually manages all my Craigslist ads actively every morning in my Facebook ads. So not Facebook ads, but Facebook group posts. So Josh, why don't we do a negotiating right now and see how you do? Does that sound good? Who wants to see Josh take a phone call and see how he handles the objections? Okay, we have a bunch of people said yes, like within 2 seconds. So, all right. So I think that's a yes. All right, Josh, you ready for this?
Yeah. Do you want to actually praise, or we're just going just role playing?
Let's do. What do you guys want? Do you think I should make Josh do a real-time appraisal too while we do this, or just practice on the negotiation? All right, real-time appraisal. Okay, real-time appraisal. So, here we go. Let's do. I'll surprise you. All right, here we go. Ready, Josh?
Yeah.
Let me put the video on you so everybody can watch. You have your video on?
Oh, okay. I was doing it on my phone, actually. Yeah. Let me see.
What happened?
I was on my phone. I'm gonna switch to my laptop.
Okay.
Hold on.
And this is the Samsung S8. Okay. I give him a Samsung S8.
All right, hold on.
By the way, which are very profitable right now if you guys are getting them. While Josh is getting ready, just want to let you know, guys, that it's a fantastic time of year, and you all should be killing it right now. Just so you know, like here's eBay sales right here is almost 17,000 for the month. There's no excuse if you're not buying a ton of phones and selling them. You're doing something wrong. So there's definitely something that you can prove on. I've got $3,300 worth of phones still on my eBay account. We've already sold, I don't know, like 2,000 this week already so far. So definitely should be buying lots of phones if you're not right now.
All right.
Okay. Ready, Josh? All right, here we go. Ready to do the call? All right. Ring, ring.
Hey, how's it going? This is Josh. I buy cell phones. How may I help you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm calling because I saw your ad on Craigslist.
Okay. And who am I speaking with?
My name is Dave.
Dave, how's it going?
Good. Good, thanks.
Great. So what you got?
I have a Samsung Galaxy S8.
Okay, great. Awesome phone. What's the carrier of the phone?
It's Sprint.
Sprint? Ooh, Sprint. Okay. How many gigabytes is it?
I don't really know, actually.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Is there anything wrong with the phone? Is there glitches? Is there any cracks or anything like that, Dave?
No, it's fine. I just switched carriers because I hate Sprint, and I don't want to use Sprint anymore, and I switched to Verizon. So I just want to get rid of the phone.
Okay, good call. Good call. All right, let's see what we got for you, Dave. By the way, how you doing today?
It's like brand new. I only had it for like 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Great, great. All right. Cool. Let me see. Yeah, so I could do about $280 for you.
$280?
Yep.
Isn't the phone like $700?
Here's the thing. Right now, are you have access to eBay right now?
Yeah.
You said S8 or S8 Plus?
An S8.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's my. All right. Let me see. Yeah, so I could do $300 for you.
That's only $20 more.
I understand.
It's like a $700 phone.
I understand. Actually, if you look up on eBay right now, it's actually selling for $480. And what happens is eBay charges me 10%, not including shipping and handling. So if we do the math, 480 minus 10%, that brings me down to 432. Minus shipping, brings me down to 427. I'll only be making about $120 profit on that phone.
Only $120 profit. Well, I'm in the wrong business here.
I understand. Here's the thing. If you have more offers for it, I would suggest you go for that, but I can only do 300 cash in hand.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. That's probably not enough. I need to make more than that. I had another guy offer me like $400.
$400. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, I can't pay $400 for the phone, but I'm willing to work with you. Let's see. where are you? Will be able to meet me, or how far are you from me?
Um,
From the store?
I'm about, I don't know, 20 minutes away.
Oh, yeah. See, I would have to knock off some gas for that if I have to come meet you. Are you mobile right now, or can you meet me? Let's say across the street from the mall, Warwick Mall.
Um, yeah, but not for 300. That seems a little low.
Okay, okay. All right. Yeah, so unfortunately I can only do 300 for the phone. If you're getting offered 400 for the phone, I would definitely go for that.
What's that?
If you're getting 400 for the phone, I would definitely go for that. But I can only offer 300.
Um, hmm. Okay, let's stop for a second. So, Josh, you did good. Okay, now I guess I'm gonna have to train you a little bit more on this.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right,
I got stumped.
all right. You did pretty well though. Okay, I'm gonna rate you about a 7 out of 10. I don't know if the jet lag's got you or not. But
Okay.
so first off, let's take a look here at the appraisal. Okay.
What this for?
What's that?
I got they were selling for 480, but I'm on my I usually do it on my
Let's take a look at the appraisal here so we know. All right, so Galaxy S8 for 480, but that was just the first one. Let's kind of just take a look through other ones here, okay? Let's see, we got a 425 here, Galaxy S8. Let's see. $399. So I think the 280 to 300 was about right.
yeah.
I don't think it was really that far off. It probably was about selling for that. But the thing is, it was when let's see what people say. Ibrahim says, what should we say when they're shocked when we say we're only making $120 profit? So he didn't go wrong by saying he's only making $120 on that. He said, saying only $120 sounds kind of funny. Now, if it was like $30 or $40 or $50, I think you could say I'm only making $40 or $50 on this. But when it's $120, saying I'm only making $120 sounds a little much to the customer. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would be careful in that situation. I don't think I would have said I'm only making 120 on that. I think you kind of rushed a little too fast into going into the eBay cost a little bit. Okay. What I would have done with that situation is I would have broke it down a little bit about Sprint first and be like, see, before you went into that whole spiel there, I would have beat them down a little bit and say, look, one of the reasons why this phone is selling a little bit less is because it's Sprint. Sprint is one of the lowest selling carriers, so unfortunately, we're going to have to offer a little bit more.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to have to offer a little bit less because of that. Okay, does that make sense? And then, then if they don't understand it, then you can break down the eBay fees. And then if the guy says, if I say someone else already offered me $400, then I would say to him, well, that's a pretty good offer. If you can get that, I would say, to be honest, go for it, because at what I'm offering, that guy is going to pretty much break even or maybe make $10 or $20. See, at that point, you can mention the profit. Does that make sense? Because now there's nothing there to play with, so you can mention it. So you could say, well, I would definitely go with that if I were you. That's definitely a good deal. And if he's willing to offer you that, because he's only going to make like $10 or $20. So honestly, that could be like a bait and switch thing where he offers you too much money and then you take it and then you get there and then he's going to lowball you. So, I don't know. I don't want to speak bad about anything else, but if he's willing to do that, I would definitely go ahead and do it. Now he's thinking, all right, well, wait a minute. Like, is this maybe this offer is legitimate. Maybe this guy is telling the truth because you're not trying to argue with them. Does that make sense? But you kind of stuck to your guns as far as like, no, I can only do 300, but you weren't giving them any confidence or trust when you were doing that. Does that make sense?
I see. And I kicked the eBay class too early.
What's that?
I was kicking the eBay class too early, basically. Like meaning I was telling him about like breaking down the percentages, like so minus 10% and stuff like that.
Yes. Well, you just went into it kind of like I don't know if you were just this is role playing. You were a little robotic. Yeah. You just went in on autopilot and started doing it. I don't know if you're like really with customers or it's because you were on the chat with me or not. But
yeah, I close very good. I don't know. Probably because of role play, but
right.
Yeah, I just closed 2 deals.
Messaging me, and he really wants to do a call right now. So I guess we're gonna have Luke wants to try it. Are you there, Luke?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty. I haven't taken a call in actually a long time, so we'll see how this goes. But I think I got it.
Well, you seem very eager because you messaged me about 10 times. So
yeah, you know.
I'm sure you're not too rusty. All right, go ahead. Let's see.
Well, you're gonna call me, I guess. We're gonna act this out. So
all right.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Luke. I buy smartphones and electronics. How can I help you?
Hi. I was calling about your ad on Craigslist.
Okay, yeah. Are you calling about a smartphone or a tablet?
I have a hold on one second. I gotta think of something.
Yeah, I got you to pause.
I'm trying to think of a good one to give you.
Trying to give me something tricky.
I got. Let me pick. What should I give? Guys, give me the phone. Something. Give me something good.
A MacBook.
A MacBook?
You have to have the model number, though, for me to give you an accurate price. So unless you got one sitting in front of you.
Yeah, no, let's not do a MacBook right now because I don't. That's a little bit too more advanced for right now. Steve says an iPhone 6 Plus with water damage. All right. Let's go with that. So I have an iPhone 6 Plus, but the only problem is it doesn't turn on.
Okay, sure. So other than it not turning on, does the phone have any cracks, or how's like the cosmetic physical condition of the phone?
The phone is in pretty good shape. I was in a pool and I jumped in it with my phone in my pocket. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done that a time or two before. I mean, it happens. It happens. By the way, I didn't catch your name. What was it?
It's Dave.
Okay, cool, Dave. Well, I'm Luke. Yeah, I can definitely help you out with that. I buy water damaged phones. That's not a problem. So any idea what you're looking to get on the phone? I mean, it is completely water damaged, so it's going to be, it's going to have a couple parts for me, but not a lot.
Okay, what was that? Say that again. Sorry.
What are you looking to get for the phone exactly? Being, obviously it's completely water damaged and doesn't turn on at all.
I'm just trying to see what I can get, That's all. I'm just calling to see. So I was hoping you'd give me a price.
Sure. And then one more thing. Since the phone doesn't turn on, I'm hoping what carrier is the phone for? What carrier did you use it on?
It was Verizon.
Okay, it was Verizon.
Yep.
Okay, give me one sec, Dave. I'm just going to check this out quick. I want to make sure I can give you the best price possible. Something like that. Do you happen to know the gigabytes, by the way, on the phone?
I think it was a 16 gigabyte.
Okay, it was a 16 gigabit.
Yep.
Awesome. That definitely helps a lot to know that. Something like that, as long as the phone is in good condition and everything, probably looking at around $35. And reason is, I know it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but the phone's completely water damaged, won't turn on. And the only thing I'm going to use out of the phone is probably the screen and maybe the back and maybe the button. So does that work for you, Dave?
35?
Yeah. I mean, consider, the condition of it, and it's cash. And if you're within 30 minutes of me, I'll come right to you, Dave. You don't have to do a thing besides sign a bill of sale.
And this is a 6+, you know, right?
Yep.
Geez, you know, I paid so much money for this phone. Stupid pool.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you, man. I've lost a couple phones with no recovery.
Yeah. Can you
I'll tell
come
you.
to me?
Yeah, I could come right to you, Dave. If you're within 30 minutes, I can come to you and I won't charge you anything. What do you think of that?
All right, fine. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. That sounds good, Dave. Just text me your address, and all you need is an ID, and I'll be on my way within about 5 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave.
All right, so that was pretty good. Good job.
Sweet.
Josh, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think that
Smooth.
one was, what's that?
Smooth.
Yeah. I think the only thing, Josh, that maybe that you could pick out from that. What do you think are some things that you can work on with that?
I would say, like from my last call, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say like breaking down like the carriers, but that's really it. Not too robotic.
Okay. I'd also just say maybe like, see if you notice how Luke was pretty friendly when he was talking. So he was, you know, he was just being very polite, friendly, making kind of being very conversational. So maybe just try to maybe just tune that just a little bit, if that makes sense. I think you could take it from like a 7 to like a 10 with just a little extra finesse when speaking like that. That's made a big difference.
Okay.
Okay. Nathan says that's how you look. Luke says thanks. To be fair, Luke actually was my first client. I literally trained Luke 1 year ago, actually. It was in July of last year. So he's been doing this now for a year. So he's had a little bit more experience than Josh. He's been in the course twice as much. So, but Luke has done pretty well since starting off. And I'm sure you guys have seen him in the interviews with Superstars course that we just did. So if you have any questions, I'm sure Luke wouldn't mind if you want to message him. He'll be happy to answer as well. Yep. So we have quite a few superstars here, and I'm looking for more. As a matter of fact, I just interviewed another superstar today. Her name is Michelle. I don't know if Michelle is on the chat here, but Michelle is the #1 student in the course right now. Currently, I don't know if she's here or not, but Michelle hit 13,400 hours on eBay last month, and I just did the interview with Michelle. So would anybody like that video to see how Michelle is doing that? And not only did she hit 13,400, but she did it part-time. She did it working 5 hours a week. Pretty crazy. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to release that later on. I just did the interview today. So that's going to be added to the interviews with Superstars course. And we also have Josh and Luke that are doing a fantastic job that are in there. So you can reach out to any of these guys and ask for help if you'd like, unless they object to that, of course. But as of now, they welcomed it. And I want to get some more superstars. Who here wants to be my next superstar? Because I'm doing this now. I think from now on, whenever we get a student who meets a certain criteria, we're going to put them in my interview with Superstar course, and I'm going to turn you into a phone flipping celebrity. So who here wants to be the next superstar? Well, the requirements is this. You need to hit at least $5,000 a month on sales if you're working part-time. If you're doing this, if you're working full-time at a job and you're flipping phones part-time, if you're working full-time, you have to do if you're flipping phones full-time, you have to be doing $10,000 a month if you're flipping phones full-time. So far, Josh is doing it full-time. He's doing $10,000 a month. So anybody else who is doing $5,000 a month that has a full-time job and is doing this part-time, I can get you to be, I can interview you if you'd like to be in the interview with Superstars course. Okay. So how these guys do it, guys, you'll notice a common theme when you watch that is that they show up to the group chats every single week. They ask a lot of questions and they watch the videos relentlessly. So they're always watching the videos over and over again. That's very important to be watching those videos multiple times so you get the basics down. Jim says the Superstar vids are great, very inspirational. Awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. And I have a lot of fun, too, meeting the students that have done a fantastic job and that are crushing it. Okay, so now we did some negotiation. What's the next thing that you guys want to see? Let me talk about here. We still got about 25 minutes left.
Hey, Dave.
Yep.
I know I'm not around a ton, but something that I keep seeing pop up here and there in my notifications is people seem to be having problems with buying phones that are like sealed or new. And being I'm here, if there's a bunch of people in the chat that have an issue with that, I could touch on that, or you could, but it seems like people keep posting about that. So
with the sealed or new phones? Okay,
yeah.
sure. I just don't like to really promote that, to be honest, though, because once in a while a sealed phone or something like that is okay, but
yeah, I just want to educate them more or less, not necessarily.
yeah, sure, absolutely. So some of those there could be some shadiness with people getting multiple like sealed items and things like that. So I don't really want to go over that too much, but. Once in a while, if someone buys like a brand new phone or something like that, it's fine. Yeah.
Basically, guys, like if somebody has like a brand new phone, or like earlier when David did the call with Joshua, and Joshua was talking to him, and Dave's like, Dave said it all on his own, and customers will do that. You don't have to ask, oh, I only got the phone 2 weeks ago. Well, somebody tells you they got a Sprint phone and it's only 2 weeks old. Why you need to ask this question is because you don't want to get a phone that says bad ESN or says that it's a good ESN and then it goes bad. And when you sell it, then you get bad feedback on eBay if it becomes bad. What you want to do, especially when the customer comes out of the blue and says, oh, I got the phone a week or two ago, be like, casually just ask, oh, okay, that's awesome. Do you have a receipt by chance? Because I can offer you more if you have a receipt, because then the phone is going to be good ESN no matter what. You know what I mean? So just make sure you guys are always asking that, like especially if the phone is new or sealed or whatever the case may be. So that's a big one when it comes to new and sealed phones, and that's just kind of all I wanted to say. So
okay,
yeah.
Okay, so does anybody have any other questions? What were some of the other things that you guys wanted to go over today? Vic says SIM cards briefly and working with them if need be. What did you want to learn about SIM cards, Vic? Vic, you can unmute yourself if you have a question, if you want to ask about the SIM cards. And guys, do me a favor. Anybody else has a question, just type in the chat right now so I can address your question for you. Let me know if you need help with getting calls. Let's get into something, like the meat and potato stuff so I can help you guys out.
Okay, can you hear me okay, Dave?
Yep.
Okay, great. Yeah, just briefly, the sales stuff and all that, that's just, yeah, that's no problem. I mean, I just, my challenges are, I guess, that are, relatively few people have. But just briefly, and to get to the point, SIM cards. And I know that this isn't in the training, but I was trying to find it the other day because the info is fantastic in the training, by the way. Just wanted to let you know that. However, it's kind of spread out, so it's not in one place. So I was trying to find that anyway the other day. What would be, again, just a brief refresher, what would be the situation in which one would have to use one or a few, if need be, once you meet the seller?
SIM cards?
Yeah, the SIM cards. And where do you get them? Because my training, as far as learning the more technical aspects of it, I've been going the route of going to phone stores and having a couple people help me. Like, for example, I used, kind of off topic a bit, I just found out about the red dot thing on the charger, the little signal.
Well, what about it?
Yeah, there's a red dot that shows up if an iPhone is water damaged, and you can find that inside the port with using magnifying glass. Now, I didn't know this,
okay.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of a cool information thing.
Oh, sure.
But just the SIM cards, and again, what will be the situation in which one would need to use them? And if I may, just to follow up on that, because I asked how much SIM cards were to the to the person at the phone store at the T-Mobile shop I was at, and she said they were like $30 bucks. total with tax and everything. So what I need?
You can get SIM cards, but you can get SIM cards on eBay for $2 a piece. So
Okay.
yeah, for example, one second.
I just keep the SIM cards from the previous customer. I ask them if, hey, do you have a SIM card? Do you need it at all? If they don't need it, I just keep it for them.
However, sometimes if they're not getting phones, Josh, right? Because sometimes they haven't gotten the phones yet and they're brand new. So it's tough. Look at, you guys can get SIM cards right here for $1. See, there's Sprint. Just look at, there's Verizon right there. Simple Mobile is T-Mobile. So if you wanted to check T-Mobile, I guess you could do that. But just type in like if you want, what's a SIM card you want? Let's type in a T-Mobile SIM card. Watch this. There you go. There's T-Mobile SIM card.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you guys can just get them on eBay and get them really cheap. You don't need to pay a lot of money. Don't go to the stores and look for them. All that is just to go through the activation sequence. Like, see this right here, $3.95. You can get that T-Mobile SIM card. And then Josh is right. When you're buying phones, it's good to just keep them on you. Okay. I wanted to just do this because I feel like I'm not sure if everybody's watching all the videos in the course. And I know, Vic, you said they're confusing, but let me go over the course videos just to show you how important it is. Because like that stuff was explained very simply and easily in the course video about SIM cards. Did everybody watch that SIM card video in the course? How many people here have watched it?
I've seen it
I have.
before.
1 second. Nathan says, still binging. I love them all. Okay. So not that many people said yes to this video. So let's go through this, guys, because it's extremely important to watch all the videos in the course. I mean, every situation has been explained, and they're all right here. Like, see this right here, guys? Have a SIM card kit for yourself. This video blatantly explains that exactly what I just said. And I mean, it's pretty simple. It says right there about SIM cards in the title. So just make sure you're going through all these. If all the problems you're having are right there in the videos, like basic stuff like that. Try to watch. I know it's a lot. It's a little overwhelming. So try to watch 2 or 3 videos a day. You know, it'll only take you 15, 20 minutes a day, but it's going to make you sharper. Knowledge is power, guys, okay? Rob says, newbie here, never sold on eBay. Is it possible to sell a phone without positive feedback? Yeah, you could sell plenty of phones with 0 feedback. Honestly, the feedback doesn't really matter that much to your sales. It's more your price in the listing. Okay, who here has watched all the videos twice?
Me.
David says he has. Steve has. Josh, I know Josh has. 3 times. Barry says me. Vic says yes. I know Michelle has watched all of them. Sam says yes. Eric says he's watched twice. Rich, yes. Steve Searle, twice. Okay. Luke says yes. Wally says a lot. Jim says I'm working on it too. Have not done it in a long time. Josh says she's watching them again. Okay. Because once you watch them the first time, you just get general awareness. When you watch them the second time, then that's where you start to really understand, because maybe you weren't doing it before, so you missed out on a couple key points. Like these Craigslist videos, I'd watch those 4 or 5 times. There's a lot of good stuff in those Craigslist ads videos. And also, previous group chat replays are very important. I don't know if you guys are using the apps. To be honest, I'm thinking about taking the whole app thing out of the course. I don't know if apps are even good. Who is finding apps to be any effective at all right now? Is anybody?
I get 1 or 2. I get 1 or 2.
1 or 2? Okay,
Yeah.
Sam says me. Eric says I don't use them. Because if they are effective for some people, I'll still leave it in there. But
Yeah, that's awesome information, Dave. I appreciate that.
oh yeah, no problem, Vic.
Yeah, you know, the only thing, I guess my deeper question, and I'm sure it's in the vid too, maybe it's in that one SIM card vid too, was just the deeper aspects of, you know, in what situations would you use, you know, a SIM card if need be. And I believe I took some cursory notes on it, but I'm not sure if I got that question answered in the bids. Again, it's probably in there, maybe embedded in maybe another vid or a chat or something, or maybe it could be in that eBay vid or the SIM card vid itself. I've got to watch it again. I've been just taking a lot of notes, and I'm just that kind of person that kind of gets overwhelmed easily until things fall into place.
Sure.
So, but yeah, so that would be just to, and I'm just guessing here as an answer that would be just to verify that a certain phone works on a certain network. So you just verify with that specific SIM card. Say, for example, a Verizon. You just check. If the person claims it's a Verizon, you verify that with.
Yeah. So Vic, if it's a Verizon phone, what you do is just make sure you put a Verizon SIM card in there to go through the activation process, and it's good.
Right.
If it's an AT&T, same thing. You put in the AT&T one to get through that. Exactly. So
Okay.
you just need an AT&T, a T-Mobile, a Sprint, and a Verizon. That's
and a Verizon, which they should have the SIM card in there anyway for that, right? I mean,
usually most people when they're selling your phone have the SIM card in the phone.
Right.
If they don't, to be honest, it's a little weird. Like, why don't you have the SIM card of the phone you're using?
It is a little weird, yeah.
Yeah. But in those situations, that's when you could use the SIM card. So, if you're really more concerned about it, you can get those SIM cards on eBay. But, most of the time they will have that on the phone. Yeah.
Got it. I appreciate that. That's all I had on that.
Yeah, no problem. Steve says, Craigslist question. Does anyone use a posting service? I'll be honest, those posting service never worked out for me. I don't know if anybody here has ever used one that's been effective. I don't think so. The posting service has never done me any good. Have they done anybody good here?
I don't use them.
Yeah, I don't. I've tried it and it's never worked ever.
You won't need to if you do the Craigslist ads right.
Yeah. Now, Josh, I know you're doing like 10,000 a month part time. How many times are you posting on Craigslist and Facebook groups a day?
I post every day at least. Well, I do 10 for Facebook groups and some of Marketplace a day. But Craigslist, I have about 50 to 60 ads.
10 Facebook groups a day you post in?
Well, for the Marketplace, I do Marketplace.
You do Marketplace, and you post 10 times in the Marketplace a day?
Different marketplaces, yeah.
Different. Wow. Okay.
But I refresh them though, because I let them expire for like 7 days, and then I delete them all, and then I repost it.
Okay. So that's good. So guys, how many here are posting in Facebook groups in the Marketplace? I don't know if I like the Marketplace, but I guess it works really well for Josh. So that's good. The Facebook groups are very effective right now. One of the #1 ways to get calls. Now, although I just interviewed Michelle today, and she said her #1 way is still Craigslist. So every area is a little bit different. Some areas we're finding that Craigslist works better. Some areas we're finding Facebook groups work better. It depends on what location you're at, what you're trying to do. So, but the best thing is do everything. Have 20 to 30 Craigslist ads up, post in 3 to 5 Facebook groups a day. You can experiment with the apps. For some people, they like the apps. I find the apps never worked well for me, but the Craigslist and the Facebook groups have always done fantastic. Ibrahim says Facebook groups definitely not working. Craigslist is. Wally says he's getting people on Facebook. So everybody I talk to always depends on a little bit. Now, I have to say some people are better at certain ads than other people on certain platforms. So I've seen people's ads on Facebook groups, and they've been pretty terrible. That could be why they're not getting a lot of calls. Remember, your ad makes a big difference, guys. So if you don't have a good ad, then you're probably not going to get as many calls either. And same thing with Craigslist. Okay, so make sure your ad is simple. It fits the criteria. Just go to previous group chats and look up all the Craigslist ads and like Facebook group postings that we've covered, and you'll get some good ideas. Luke says post on Craigslist in the bigger areas or more common areas. What do you mean by that, Luke? What do you mean by areas?
Okay, I was muted. What I mean by that is, let's say you live in this little town that has like 500 people, and there's a city right next to you, but it's 20 minutes out. Post in that area because, I mean, hey, if you make $150 off somebody, it's worth driving 20 minutes.
So if you have a real metro area and you're in kind of a lower populated area, post in the metro area, so that way you get you may travel a little bit more, but you'll get more calls.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the nice thing is too is you travel a little bit, and if you do good and you're smooth over the phone, when you meet the person, if they like you, they might refer you. Maybe they have people who live closer to you. You know, you never know.
So that's a good idea. For anybody who's in like a rural area, like Luke actually lives in Wisconsin. So some areas in Wisconsin is not as populated. So that is definitely a good strategy. So if you are in an area that's not super populated, you could also try that strategy to get more phones. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can, you can keep posting your ads too in the smaller areas or whatever town you're in. But I actually live in a town of 13,000 people, and when I was doing this full time, I had a month where I did 24 to 25,000 in PayPal was my record. So it's definitely possible.
Okay, excellent. Jim says, is anyone competing against a local shop? How do you distinguish yourself in the Craigslist or Facebook ads? Okay, so guys, one thing that made Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, a billionaire, was that he learned how to steal the competition, ideas from the competition, okay? So I'm going to show you right now how you can steal ideas for your competitors very easily. This is all you got to do. And by the way, a lot of this stuff is in these Craigslist videos. So just make sure you watch those Craigslist ads videos, all of those. And also, let me see some group chats. We've gone over that. I'm going to add some group chat. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to actually have a whole separate course just of all group chats and separate those. Do you think that would be a good idea? Would anybody want me to separate, like just do one course with all the group chats we've ever done and then keep the normal training videos separate so it's not so confusing? I think that would be better for everybody.
Yeah.
So, like if I go to Wanted, let's go to my area, right? So what you do is go to Wanted in your section, and let's see what the competition is doing here. So look, here's this guy, Apple MacBooks. This guy's terrible, by the way. If we call him up, he just sounds like crap. But here's his ad. I mean, his ad is pretty attractive because it's very simple. He says, "I buy Apple 24/7." Let's put that straight. Let's put his ad to the test and see if he's full of it or not. What do you think? Anybody want me to call this guy?
Yeah, I called.
I say do it. I think it's weird that his ad says no serial number needed. Like, oh, I take stolen goods. That's what it says to me.
Yeah, pretty much. iCloud lock, no serial number needed. Yep. And cash 24/7. I'll buy your stolen MacBook 24/7. All right. So let's see if he really will buy it because I'm going to call him right now. Here we go. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You hear this?
Sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Well, I guess I can't
sketchy.
sell my stolen laptop at 10 o'clock at night.
Cops can't leave you a voicemail if your voicemail isn't set up.
Yeah, you learn so much if you call the competition. When people are like, "Oh, I called your competitor. He said he'd do more." Like, no, you didn't because I called my competitor. He doesn't answer the damn phone.
What I would like to make a point of is stealing competition. So, like, I don't know where you guys live, but, like, where I live, the only other people that buy phones besides, I don't know, I've seen a couple other small people on Craigslist that don't post many ads, but I have, like, a GameStop, and then I have, like, a Pound America. And honestly, I just tell them straight up. I usually don't get the, oh, well, Pawn America said they'll pay more. This pawn shop said they'll pay more. I tell them straight up on the phone. I say, you know, I don't know if I'm the first person you call, but I'm going to be completely frank with you. I pretty much pay the highest prices in the area. And it's true because unless you're competing with somebody like us, which, I mean, most of us aren't competing directly with each other, pawn shops, GameStops, they offer way lower than we do because most pawn shops actually don't even buy phones anymore because it's really expensive for them to train their new employees how to buy phones correctly like we do. So you shouldn't have a huge problem with that. Most of the time, like Dave just said, if somebody says, oh, I called your competition, they're probably bluffing, to be honest. So keep that in mind and just, you know, play it smart.
Exactly. Okay, but let's get our focus back to the Craigslist ads, though, because I want to make sure you guys are getting calls, because if you don't get calls, we don't get any deals, right? So, but even though this guy obviously is not a very good businessman, his ad is attractive, though. So he just doesn't live up to his promises, okay? His body of his text ad is terrible, though. All right, this is not a good ad, except for the fact that he's putting keywords in here, okay? See this? Mac Mini, MacBooks Pro, Air, iMac. This is something important to pay attention to, guys. When you're writing a Craigslist ad, how Craigslist works is people will search here for things, right? Let's say someone wants to buy a new MacBook Pro, right? Oh, what happened there? So they're searching MacBook Pro. Now, as they search for that, right, his ad will probably come up. Look at that. Buying MacBook Pro in any condition, mass or RI. See this? Somebody used this technique, and now let's say I have an old MacBook, I'm looking for the new one, but I have an old one. I'm like, oh, I have a MacBook Air I want to sell now. So I'll get some cash for it. So what you're doing is you're getting people to stumble on your ad this way by putting little keywords in that, okay? Here's this guy's ad right here, okay? And here's another guy's ad. So now I'm actually seeing from my stores what we can do to beat these guys, because they're beating me right now. See, for MacBooks, their ads are ahead of me. So I need to step it up with my MacBook ads. What I would do, this is a crap ad, but he's just throwing it because of keywords. So what I would do is I'm going to see what angle can I attack that these guys aren't right now. So my ad shows up over theirs, and let's see what I can do. One, I could do a different picture. So I could put I buy MacBooks with a big phone number and just do a nice picture that's very simple, big phone number that's different than this guy's. Maybe that stands out more. I could put a little bit more friendly. Like this guy looks, his ad almost sounds kind of I don't know, not professional. Call, text, no serial number needed for instant offer. So I'm gonna go for a little bit more classy customer. I'll say, I pay cash for MacBooks, friendly and professional service, good prices paid, call for a free quote. And I'll sound a little bit different than that guy and then what he's doing. Another way is, let's see what this guy's doing. He says, we buy all MacBooks, all conditions, fast cash now. So he went this angle, just short and sweet. Okay, so just see what angle you can hit him at, but make sure you try to put the keywords in there too. If you can try to squeeze the keywords in there. Does that make sense? Anybody confused on this, or is this making sense?
Cold.
Jim says makes sense. Okay. Study your competition. Now that was for MacBooks. Let's look at for phones. We'll go back to Craigslist. You go to wanted. You can also beat your competition by going a different angle, like financial services. Let's see if there's any phone buyers in financial services in my area. I don't see a lot. See, there's not that many people buying phones in the financial services section, except, let's see, cash for laptops and MacBooks. Send us an email for a fast free quote. Huh. Interesting. I don't know who that is. Send us an email for a fast. We buy iPhones, iPads, and tablets used or broken. So somebody is copying all my ads and putting send us an email for a fast quote in there. Interesting. These are all my ads. They just copied them. Someone must have seen one of my videos. So I just learned a lesson right here on that. By the way, I got to show my wife this because she manages a Craigslist, and she just heard this and came running out. So come here, look at this.
That's why my flags are getting flagged. My ads are getting
Somebody
flagged.
copied our ads. See this right here? It says cash for laptops. Yeah. These are all literally our exact ads, and somehow they took them and said, "Send us an email for a fast free quote." Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we need to email that guy and hijack him.
Hijack him.
Yeah, like I'm gonna send him a nice nasty note.
Yeah.
See this? Look, it's literally.
It's almost word for word.
Yeah.
My ads are getting flagged now, and I was wondering why.
So see, guys, this is why it's very important to study, because you also learn things like this. If some jerk tries ripping you off and your ads get flagged of it, this happens. Sometimes these things happen. This is why you need to study this stuff. So now I have a problem here. So if this guy's going to copy me, I'll let him copy my ads, be an idiot, right? I'll write new ads, and I'll put the phone number in it, and I'll just go a different angle now. because no ads need to be like just because these were my ads doesn't mean they're perfect and they work forever. We'll just write new ones and go for a different angle. And this guy's doing the email. It's not very effective. Now look, here is our actual ad. You can see it looks just like his. Buy, sell, fix. This is our actual one. But his are showing up in front of ours. Let me see. How's this one right here? Yeah. Here's another one of our ads here. So how can we beat this guy? What we can do is, do you have Woonsocket on here? Did you put the Woonsocket store?
I did, but that's one of my ads that keeps getting flagged for the MacBooks. I have a bunch of other ads.
There's a lot of MacBooks. Do MacBooks in the financial services section.
Okay.
Because there's only one other guy doing MacBooks. In the wanted section, there's already a lot of MacBooks, so you're gonna have to be creative with that one. There's a bunch of people buying MacBooks already in the wanted section. So what I would do is post MacBook ads. Try one in computers. Have you tried the computer section yet? Posting a MacBook?
I did on one of our accounts.
Okay, try posting one in the computer section. Let's look here and see if anybody's buying MacBook. Nah, there's going to be a million listings. Just do that anyways. Put a MacBook ad in the computers. Put one in electronics and see if that sticks. Okay, so guys, I'm doing this live in front of you so you can see my real strategy for what I do when situations like this arise. So just try it at a different angle. There's a million different ways to beat the competition. Sometimes you just got to kind of go like a backdoor route and not try to beat them head to head.
Computer services, financial, and electronics.
How many people here have tried the electronics category, by the way, posting in there?
I have.
Yep. Electronics can be effective if you post the right way. If you put like I pay cash for electronics, then you can get a bunch of different things that way. Computers, you can put laptops or MacBooks there. Sometimes a little hard to get it to stick though, but if you can get it to stick, that's another way that your competitors won't know. Wanted, it's easy for everybody to steal each other's stuff. Now, look at in my area, Wanted, this guy's conquering everybody with his I pay cash for phones. He's got 50 billion photos. So we're not going to try to go to head-to-head with him. What we'll try to do is just do different keywords and buy other phones like Galaxy phones, HTC, LGs. We'll try to do it a different angle that way. Here's that MacBook guy again. Look at this. Cash for your mint, cracked, or bad IMEI phone today. Get paid today. It's funny how people watch my free videos and they just start posting ads. So what we'll do is we'll just put different keywords in our ads so that they'll show up when people search. So they won't show up when they go to wanted, but let's say someone types in like HTC. Do we have any ads that say HTC? Yeah, look at this, HTC. Number 3 ad. I buy all Galaxy phones, HTC, LG, Motorola. That's us right here. Okay? So if someone's searching for an HTC phone, see how fast we popped up like that? So that's how, see, the competition cannot find that though. They'll have no idea about that. Very few people will be sharp enough to learn that. Only the people in the wanted. So that's how you can be a little sneaky. Put up an ad just for LG. Put up an ad just for HTC. Yeah. Put up an ad just for Galaxies.
These all have resale value.
Hey, stop.
Okay. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna have to mute someone. I don't know what that was all about. Okay. Any questions on the Craigslist, guys? Anybody want me to go over anything else?
Kitchen, go.
Yeah, I had a question.
Okay.
Yeah, so right before this call, I bought 2 iPhone 6s Pluses, and the person was asking me, he's just like, hey, I'm not sure if I need these phones again to cancel my service with Sprint. I'm switching to like Comcast, and that's a better deal. And I didn't feel super confident because I'm pretty sure you don't really need the phones again for Sprint. I think you can just cancel them by calling them, but I'm not sure. Like,
what was the question then, Eric?
Yeah, does he need the phones? Does my seller need the phones to like cancel his subscription with Sprint?
I mean, well, that's to give it a clean ESN, but I mean, we just buy Sprint as a bad ESN because we don't really know even if he does do it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I told him. So
Yeah. I mean, they could say all they want that it's a clean ESN, but there's not really any way to check, even if they do. So I wouldn't even waste your time doing that, guys. Just so everybody knows, T-Mobile and Sprint, just buy them as a bad ESN always, no matter what. For some reason, I always still get questions, people asking about that. I'm not sure why, but T-Mobile and Sprint is bad ESN. Period. Like there's no exceptions. You just buy them always as a bad ESN and sell them as a bad ESN. It's never any different. Just so everybody else knows that, just in case.
okay, but I guess the heart of my question is like, does he need like the phones ever again, or like will he incur complications from not having the phones anymore? Like the whole time I was thinking I'm going to sell these as a bad ESN, but he was just asking me like, oh, I'm not sure about Sprint and my new carrier, and I got 4 lines and I want to transfer them, and so I'm guessing he can just like call Sprint and just say I'm canceling.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of on him. I mean my thing on that is kind of like, who cares? I mean, he's selling the phone, like whatever he wants to do, it's on him. It's not really any of your business, to be honest. It doesn't make a difference. You don't have, whatever happens with the phone after he sells it to you is not really your fault. So yeah, if he incurs charges, then hey, he shouldn't keep a phone active and sell it. So there's nothing you can do about that. Don't try to overthink things. And I know how you feel, because I used to sometimes be like that too and be concerned, but just don't be concerned with what you got to be concerned with, because there's enough of that as is. And try not to worry about stuff like that. Just buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just asking a lot of questions about like, oh, my new carrier and this carrier, and I got 4 lines, and I was just like, okay, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I normally just buy it as is. And,
just say, if you're really concerned, just call Sprint and cancel your service.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's all. Let's see. There was something I wanted to say. I can't remember what I was going to say now. I almost forgot. Shoot. It'll come back to me. Okay, what's another question you guys had?
Ow, don't pull on.
We should be wrapping this up very shortly.
Can you walk to Dad?
Kevin says, can you look at my ads? Kevin, I wish you had said that like an hour ago. That would have been great. It's because we're wrapping the chat up now, and that's something that's going to take kind of a while. Guys, if you want me to do something like look at your Craigslist ads, please do it in the beginning of the call, because not like at the end, because it's something that's going to take a little while. I'm happy to give you attention, but like that's not a 2-minute question. That's something that's going to take at least 10 minutes to really go over your ads and stuff. So but please make sure to ask that. So Kevin, do you mind if we do that for the next group chat? That would be great. Okay, any other brief questions? Something
Dave, I had a brief one.
Yep.
Yeah. When I was at the T-Mobile store yesterday, the lady explained something to me about a C cable or a C charger for like the newer phones. I don't recall which brand of phones. Does that sound familiar? It's called a C cable or a C charger?
There's a special cable, I think, for Galaxy S8s now or something like that. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. It's still kind of new. I honestly, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Steven says USB Type C. Until it starts getting more popular, I think that's something that I wouldn't be too concerned about.
That's nothing to agree. Okay. Yeah. I mean, of course, I could have Googled it, last night, but I just thought I'd ask, here for the brief question, anyways. Okay.
Yeah. Steven says the newer Androids have them. So obviously, we'll just have to get new chargers to test the phones on it if that's the case. But that's it then. Kevin, are you still on? Maybe I'll look at your ad like real quick.
Got him. I didn't hear him.
Just try to help you
I'm
out.
here.
Mom.
Kevin, you said you're on there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Kevin. Okay.
Hey.
Can you share your screen for us really quick? I'll take a look at them.
Okay. How do you share your screen?
Just click to share screen on the bottom and then go to dashboard.
Here.
Okay.
Well, the fuck you want me to do?
Guys, can you do me a favor? Please mute yourself if you're making background noise.
We're not making background noise.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
We're muted, right?
Yeah.
I have about like 10 accounts now.
Okay.
I had posted like 40 ads, but I had only 3 accounts, and I was posting like
Just let
15.
me see one of your top accounts real quick, Kevin.
Okay.
I buy cracked LCD. Okay, see that I buy cracked LCD? Nobody knows what that means, Kevin.
Okay.
Only phone people know that stuff. But normal people don't know what an LCD is. So just put I buy cracked or damaged. I wouldn't say cracked LCD.
Okay.
Because most people won't know what that means. The only people who knows what those are is the guys buying, like, selling stolen phones, because they are used to selling phones all the time. But other than that, most people don't know what LCD is. And why aren't your ads renewed, just out of curiosity? Kevin? Are you there? Kevin? Hello? Kevin? Hello? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kevin, you still there?
Just popped up. I renew button.
What?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, sorry, we
But
lost
yeah,
you for a
and
second. How come they're not renewed?
because yesterday the button wasn't there. It just recently just popped up.
Okay, so just make sure to renew those early in the morning. Don't put, like, see this such as, you have like paying top dollar for use such as, you don't need to put that word. That's too much. It's too much wording. Click on
Okay.
that. Let me see one of your ads, what they look like now. Oh, that picture's got to go. Get rid of that.
Okay.
That's hurting your ad. Oh, it gives me a headache looking at it.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Guys, this is a perfect example of how a picture hurts your ad more than helps you most of the time. If you don't know how to use a picture, do not put one in your ad unless you are experienced and you specifically know that that picture is good to use, guys. You're much better off with text until you learn how to use that. Big pictures like this, complicated with stuff, is going to hurt the amount of calls you get, not help it. Okay? So,
Okay.
just try to keep it simple. So, Kevin, a better picture would be just something that says cash for phones with a big phone number there. All right?
All right.
Nathan says it's hurting my eyes. Let's go back and look at another one of your ads. That was good that we just did that. That ad never works.
Never.
For some reason,
Okay.
guys, whenever you take cash and you put a phone with it, it doesn't work. It's not an effective ad. It's been tested time and time again, and the ad doesn't work well. I don't know why. I think because it kind of looks like kind of sleazy a little bit or something. I'm not sure, but it doesn't generate calls.
Okay, so you just it's okay to just put a picture that has I buy iPhones and stuff like that.
Yeah. I tell you what. Let me request access to your account really quick. Is everybody okay with me helping Kevin with this? Is anybody learning anything? You want to see me go through the ads for a minute? Okay. Let me show you something. Let's go to your section of Craigslist. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's look at wanted, and let's see what your competition's got here, Kevin. Go to gallery, and let's see what people are buying here. This guy's promoting guitar lessons in the wanted section. There's a lot of spammy stuff in your area.
Yeah, people are mostly just buying iPhones, but there's not a lot of competition.
Doesn't
I
look there's a
already,
lot of competition. You got it wide open, man. So you should definitely be getting a lot of calls. You got a nice easy territory here.
yeah, I'm located in New Jersey.
But you know what I see a problem? None of your ads are showing up. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Is this you? Oh,
No.
that's iPhone tutoring. Yeah, why aren't any of your ads showing up?
I'm not sure. I think they got ghosted. Or
So
something.
guys, see, here's a big issue, right? If you're not getting a lot of calls, see if your ads are even showing up. Because Kevin said he's got 40 ads up. Where the hell are they? We just went through 120 ads and his ad's not there. Right? So it's like a tree falls to the wood and nobody's around to see it. If your ad's posted on Craigslist but nobody sees it, it ain't getting you any calls. It's not doing you any good, right? Does that make sense, Kevin?
Yes.
So we got to solve this problem. We got to figure out why is your ad not showing up. Are you posting in the wanteds?
Yeah, I'm posting in the wanted, financial, and local news. And I'm not
Well,
sure.
that's, yeah, I heard him saying, so here's the problem. This is why I'm in lessons in tutoring. So there you go. Good. I'm testing you. Make sure you guys are paying attention. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Here we go. Wanteds. All right. Now let's I feel stupid on that one. That's what happens when I'm trying to take control of someone else's screen and I click the wrong thing. All right. So here we go. What does this say? Get cash for Samsung Gear and used laptops. Is that you?
I can't see. I'm pretty sure that is me. Yes, that's me.
That's you? Okay.
Mhm. That's me too.
That's you?
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right. So you are showing up. Good. You're good. Cash when you need it fast. I kind of like that. See that's very eye-catching. Buying all gift cards, tools, video games, and flat screens. This one says we buy gold.
Mhm.
It's got a decent picture, but it's too small. So don't copy someone like that. We buy gift cards. So there's some kind of trading post that's buying stuff. That's a competitor. How about this? That's you right there. Somebody cracked iPhone. Okay, so your eyes are showing up. That's decent. How many calls are you getting? Kevin? You there? Kevin?
Hi, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you were breaking up. How many calls are you getting?
I'm not getting much calls. I'm just getting messages from like Let Go or the Facebook Marketplace. That's pretty much what I've gotten.
Can you back out of this and exit now? I can't get out of it. I'm just trying to get out of the. Just stop sharing.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. I think you just need to write better ads, get rid of those ugly pictures on some of them, and that will help. Are you advertising for MacBooks, smartwatches, things like that, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin? Hello? Kevin? Okay, we lost Kevin. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up this chat now. It's 9:20. I'm sorry. I'm not able to continue anymore now because we've gone past an hour and 20 minutes on the group chat. So, guys, if you want me to check out your ads or anything, just make sure to bring that up earlier on the chat next time, okay? And I'll be happy to help you out. All right. So, guys, thank you very much. And we'll be seeing you next week. I'm going to post that new interview I did with Michelle up here. And thank you to Luke and Josh who were on the chat earlier. I don't know if they're still on here, but
yeah.
Okay, guys, have a great night, and I'll see you again next week.